Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. Oh my god, I was like, why did the numbers get so tiny? I was looking at the clock in the corner of the computer screen.
Oh my god.
Instead of the giant
one front and center of the monitor?
In front of the monitor. I was like, oh my god, I'm so tiny. What happened?
Never change.
Ooh, welcome to the Trashy Podcast. It is Richie and Wes.
Off to a good start already.
Yeah, now, of course, we hope you know us from our random internet mischief, but if you don't, we're happy that you're here.
Yes. We've seen a lot of each other this week.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this. We saw a lot of each other this week, almost every day.
Every single day this week, actually. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Planned nothing for the show.
Not at all.
Nothing.
We were too busy watching movies and then last night getting drunk with drag queens and playing bingo, which I won twice. You're my good luck charm, which I never, ever win.
So.
I go to this drag bingo that my boyfriend has every single Tuesday. Well, now it's every other Tuesday, but for a good part of a year now, it's been like my little Tuesday tradition to go visit him at work. I always play bingo. And this is back when they had 2 rounds of bingo, mind you. This is like a 4-hour situation. I have won once that entire time. And then last night, 2 times in a row. Twice.
My board was nowhere near close any.
I gave you my luck. I must have passed the curse over to you.
They were, first time was horizontal, which no one got my horror joke. I was very disappointed.
I got it.
Because
I thought it was very clever.
One of the queens asked me which direction was horizontal. I was like, just think of it like a whore. And literally it was like crickets. Because whores lay down.
Yes, exactly.
Whew. Anyway, so I didn't get the horizontal one. Didn't get close to the vertical one. Didn't come anywhere near the diagonal one, and even the second try of the all blackout board, I was still like 5 open spaces.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus.
It's not cute.
Yeah, I give you my curse. I'm so sorry.
Not my night for the bingo. But a fun time nonetheless.
Yeah, it really was.
It really is all about the friends we made along the way. That's
yes, it definitely is. We even made a friend at the movie theater randomly this week.
That's true. We did. Shout out to Adam. Hope
yes.
What a fun time. Went to see I Saw the TV Glow.
Yes.
Which the writer and director is apparently going to be on Slayer Fest.
Oh!
Yes, our friend Ian Carlos Crawford, who's been on the show many times.
Yes, hi Ian!
And of course has the very popular Slayer Fest show, who also knows Adam.
Small, gay, nerdy world.
It really is. I love it. I love that you can sit next to someone in the theater, and as we all gasp as Nicole Kidman comes on,
yes,
then we became friends.
That's exactly how it happened, literally. He's like, I wasn't sure if you guys were gay or not, but now I know. I'm like, oh yeah, we're family, it's fine.
Well, the internet has no friends. And this week, it has been
a hell of a segue.
Speaking of friends, don't try to make any. No, actually, that's how we met. Was online.
Yeah, it really is.
This week has just been one battle after another.
Oh Lord, did I miss anything? What did I miss?
There's so many. There's like, okay, I'm just going to start with the Kelly Rowland at Cannes.
Oh my God, yes.
Kelly Rowland versus a very pushy security.
Oh my goodness!
Team,
yes.
A team who had to surround her, arms outstretched.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
Pushing her off the red carpet, basically, stepping on her dress. Oh yes, and I'm so happy that the lip readers out there found out what she said, because I figured it out immediately, and this is because I come from a black household with a black mother, and I've seen my mother do those. I do the same finger point when I'm pissed, only I do it with 2 fingers, not 1 for some reason. And I was like, I know exactly what she's saying. And what she was saying is, well, first of all, when the lady stepped in her dress, you see her and she says, oh, it's okay. And that's when she smiled at the lady. I don't know what this woman said to her afterwards, but she turns around and she says, do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. You are not my mother. Do not talk to me like that. And then, on the top of the stairs, she turns around and she says, I am not a child. Again, do not talk to me like that.
Yeah, I saw the shorter clip of the video, and then I finally found kind of a longer version where the whole thing goes down, and then several people actually go up to the woman as well, and I'm like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, like, bitch, like, let her... Yeah. But this lady who, I don't know if she's a blogger or she's someone in entertainment, like, one that's actually getting paid for it, not like us. But thank you, Patreons. She goes to all these events and stuff as well, and she says, out of all of my time, I understand exactly what's going on. They, as you as a black entertainer in France, they will push you off the red carpet faster than the white entertainers. And she actually gave examples of people from that same night. They didn't have security moving them on along, being 2 feet away from them, making them rush up the stairs. They got to stay there. They got to have their gowns out.
Kelly doesn't have one photo on Getty without a security guard.
Right?
I mean, it is fucking wild.
Yes.
Why are they so close?
That part. But good for her.
Damn.
Between leaving fucking Good Morning America or the Today Show, whatever the fuck that was.
They're still trying to lie on her on that. So it was about the dressing room when she was like, no, I told you I'm not here to talk about Beyonce.
Yes, exactly.
And I still saw that percolating when I was reading about this incident. Is people were referring to her walking out of the Today Show because she didn't like the dressing room. And they were like, ooh, is it over for Kelly Rowland? I'm like, are you gay?
No. First of all, it never will be.
No. Kelly?
The Children of Destiny are doing just fine. Oh, did you see the clip of Michelle? Speaking of which.
Oh, yeah.
On Broadway? We don't plan this. It just happens to work, guys.
That was like my next segue. Yeah, she is eating it up on Broadway right now, and Death Becomes Her.
Yes. And that song sounded so great. It was real Ursula-like.
Of course it sounds great.
Yeah, of course. Every one of those girls can sing their asses off. Except for the one they sent home with her luggage. But no one talks about her anyways. But
she's like, no, say my name.
It's funny though, because someone was like on Twitter, and thankfully got read for it. Someone's like, oh my God, we need more of her on Broadway. And everyone's like, she's been on, it's like her 5th production. She was in Chicago, The Color Purple. She's a Broadway queen. Google is right there and takes 2.3 seconds to type that in.
I know I'm unaware of things, or like things pass me by that I like, whatever. But that doesn't mean in my mind that they didn't actually exist.
Exactly.
Like, I just know that I was not aware of it. Like that fucking movie we were watching last night, The Good Guys, with Mark Wahlberg and fucking Will Ferrell. We were like, what is this movie? When did it come out? What is this? Completely passes in time.
Exactly.
But we're not going to argue the fact that the movie came out.
Yes, exactly. It exists, and there are actual...
Will Ferrell hasn't been getting a lot of work.
Right. Not as Mark Wahlberg.
I haven't seen anything from him lately.
Thirsting for roles. We need more of them on the big screen. Hasn't happened in a while.
People are insane.
Oh,
but getting back to Kelly.
Yes.
First of all, I love that people did come up, for her and like step in. But also, Kelly can handle that all on her own.
And she did.
And nothing was done or said that was inappropriate. She just told her not to talk to her.
Didn't even curse.
No, of course not. After all of her training, media training, do you think?
In the words of the Destiny Child, song Survivor, because my mama taught me better than that.
But she's also not going to be disrespected either.
Exactly. And she shouldn't be. Let her have her time. She's already nice about you stepping on her fucking dress. On a staircase, first of all, because that could have been a recipe for disaster. Oh, Lord. Well, speaking of disasters, did you see the Diddy video?
Oh, I honestly can't watch stuff like that, but I saw that it came out, yeah.
Yeah, so did you see that he replied to the video?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What do you reply to that?
Talking about how he's been in therapy and everything that he did is disgusting and he feels so bad and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
So he's admitting it.
Oh, but
Case closed.
Well, he has to. It's right there in the video.
Throw his ass in jail. He just pleaded.
But also, still pinned to his Twitter is the statement he came out with after the allegations last year, saying that people are dragging his name through the mud, looking for a quick payday. He's never done any of these things that Cassie has ever accused him of, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fuck you. And also, fuck a different Kelly. Kelly Price, R&B singer, because she decided to chime on in like she tends to do and sticks her fucking foot in her mouth under his post saying, "I'm praying for you and the world needs you to come back to entertainment," and blah, like,
no, we don't.
All of this shit.
No, we
so
don't.
The internet lit her ass up, including myself. I had yet another viral tweet this week because I said, because she has a song called "A Friend of Mine" about her best friend stealing her man, and I said, you know what? I'm actually honestly happy that her friend stole her man. She deserved it, and did. And then she made a video addressing the comment and just doubled down on it, saying that she's not religious, she's spiritual, and that those people that were attacking her just didn't get the message.
Mm-hmm.
And my last P. Diddy note, someone who absolutely did get the message and did not give a fuck was Shaka Khan's daughter, because she popped the fuck off under his replies today and said, "I'm glad this is happening to you. You got my mother's face and publicly disrespected her, yelling and screaming like a lunatic when my little brother tried to get you out of my mother's face. Your security jumped my 19-year-old brother. These may be your dark days, but I'm singing and dancing watching your demise." And then tagged her mother. Isn't this great, Mom?
Oh, talk about a real one. Shaka Khan
Yes.
is definitely not one to be messed with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a mess. Just a mess. First of all, great that you're seeking therapy, Diddy. It's way too late in the game for that.
Right.
But good for you.
Yeah. Fuck
off. He admitted it, so all charges filed. Just throw him under the jail.
Well, they can't because of the fucking statute of limitations in California.
No, isn't there another lawsuit that just came up? There's a new one.
Oh, I saw that, but I was in the theater, so I didn't want to bother you.
Yeah, there's another new one. Yeah, something else is coming up.
Well, good.
There's going to be so much more.
His days are numbered.
There's going to be so much more.
Days are numbered.
And yet, it does. I'm immediately having flashes of all the other times security footage has come out of people punching their wife in the jaw and dragging her off by the hair and doing all this terrible fucking shit. And they're still
just a mess.
So I hope that this comes quick for him because people do have a tendency to forget. Just the same way that a bunch of actors recently came out talking about how we need Kevin Spacey back.
Oh my God! Yeah, fuck you, Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
And was it Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson is revealing how crazy he is more and more by the minute. Remember he said he was just running around randomly with a gun looking for black people to shoot after his friend got attacked. That boy lost it a long time ago, but now
silence is golden.
He's just revealing himself. No, keep talking.
Right. Well, true.
Keep fucking talking. That's actually what happened. I just finished season 2 of Jinx on HBO.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That motherfucker talked himself right into a lifetime sentence. Keep moving your mouth. That tells us who you are, and that puts you where you need to be.
A fucking mess. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of running your mouth, that kicker guy.
Oh God, what's up with him now?
Mr. Kick, I can kick ball far. Yeah, even the nuns told him to fuck off. Benedictine college nuns released a statement saying that his speech just incited divisions and wasn't at all within the spirit of the school or the spirit of the ceremony, and also indicating that a woman's highest order would to be a man's wife. Don't tell that to a nun.
Right.
So they also...
And at a graduation where women are achieving and receiving their degrees. Like, what the...
Yeah.
I can't.
It's comical to the point of... Okay, so in psychology, we studied like all these different theories of like, I think therefore I am, like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
bullshit, and like does the world really exist, or is it a reality that you're creating? You know, kind of like the Matrix kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or like we're talking about all these different theories and blah blah blah. All that shit. My mind can't come up with this stuff. I know that field of psychology can't be true because my mind is not capable of coming up with the things that people are doing and saying and that we are just accepting as normal. The lines in the sand keep getting washed away and redrawn. Holy shit, I'm not this creative. So this is real. I'm sorry to tell you.
People just get on my goddamn nerves. I can't.
Speaking of getting on people's nerves.
Oh, Lord.
Apple Music, who I'm pretty sure
Lord,
must have done this. I think this was very intentional. All the pop stands are going crazy because Apple Music made a list of 100 best albums of all time and excluded Brandy, Whitney Houston, and Mariah Carey.
Like how?
I'm sorry, y'all. I know that it's been a while since we've really checked in with Mimi full time, but her first 2 or 3 albums were all
thank you
mint. I mean, just stop.
And she was the first fucking pop ballad girl to foray into hip hop territory, to have rappers featured and cross those lines. Like,
she's not just a Christmas lady.
Nope. Not one fucking girl group is on there. No Destiny Child, no the Spice Girls who reshaped pop, mind you. No TLC.
Saved pop.
Right?
Hello,
seriously, no TLC that revolutionary everything involving girl groups and how they should
TLC's
behave.
albums were the shit.
Yes, and they were highly controversial at the time because they were the first girls to be wearing baggy pants and condoms and singing about sex.
Message in their songs.
Yes,
exactly.
Singing about
sex, safe sex.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a troll.
That was a
troll. That was an absolute intentional troll on Apple Music's part, and it's getting kind of boring. It's getting boring.
It really
is. The rage bait is, you know, you got to try a little harder than that.
Thank you. I'm like going through like my some reason the Apple Music one just popped up actually. Oh my god! So as if fucking the Marvel Universe hasn't been falling off enough. Madam Web, I'm talking to you. Not to mention the other fucking flop movies they've been having. Flops for them, not flops for box offices. They're still making their fucking money.
Well, Madam Web is technically Sony, but people are so connected to everything else. But Marvel itself has had,
it's gone way downhill from the.
I watched
heyday.
I watched the Marvels because I gave it some time. I didn't have my AMC Pass yet. Shout out to AMC Pass. Hey, it's 99 cents right now for the first month, by the way. 99 cents. You can see 3 movies a month. We're not sponsored, but as you could see, we could seamlessly work in.
Exactly.
AMC, if you're listening. No, so, I watched it on streaming on Disney, and objectively, it was not good.
Yeah,
I've heard
it
isn't. It had all those Marvel points of there's a funny moment with the family, and then there's this or there's that. They had some interesting elements, and of course the special effects looked amazing. But I never even felt like there was remotely anything at stake. I didn't really see the connection between these characters. In fact, the whole premise of the movie keeps the 3 characters separated from each other the entire time. It just was not satisfying. And also, I know acting is subjective, blah, 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 but I couldn't tell what audience they were going for. Were they going for Marvel's more adult audience? It could not be the case. Were they going just for kiddie level, 8-year-old, 10-year-olds? Maybe? Because that's how some of it came across. Very child movie, kids movie.
Well, that's not going to stop because did you see who's in talks for a role in a future Marvel film?
Who?
Taylor fucking Swift.
Wasn't Cats enough?
Thank you.
She thought she really ate with that.
She could not act. Someone actually did a compilation on YouTube.
She could probably act if she's directed well. She looks cute in her little videos.
When she's singing in a video.
Little videos.
different situation than doing dialogue. Someone actually compiled a video of all of her acting stints, actually. And they were all horrible, except for she was on CSI. Did not know about that.
Oh, see?
Yes.
With the right director and the right cast, I think she would be good.
She was playing a teenage girl, and she was decent in that. But even these big movies she was in, it was I
don't think you can throw... The thing about that is, like, they always try to throw these pop stars into these big roles, and unless they really have the acting prowess to begin with, they need to relearn a new format, really, because it's not a music video. It's not being on stage. It's very different. And I think she's someone who I do think she does convey well in her videos and her songs. I do think given the right opportunity, but I think when you don't allow someone really to learn the process and just throw them in as the star.
But also Marvel?
Why?
I don't know. People keep saying Dazzler, and I'm just like... Just because someone can look the part does not mean that they can play the part. I need people to realize this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind fan casting with, like, actors and roles, of course. I've been saying forever, I've been wanting Angela Bassett or fucking Iman to be Storm, which I think that they should. Iman never ages anyway, so she can still do it. But, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But, like, with musicians, it's a slippery slope.
I feel like I know they're going to do so much of it in CGI anyways, but we always say this, and it never fucking happens. I personally, yes, I do have some actors that I like, and I go to see them or whatever, but like we went to see a movie just yesterday or 2 days ago where I'd never heard of anyone in the cast, and I didn't know who.
I heard of Justice, and that's about it.
It was that doesn't always draw me to a movie.
Yeah, same.
I think they should get someone who is like a top ice skater.
Oh my god.
Do the effects practically with
that would be cool.
And actually have someone who can do a lot of the physical elements of skating.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I don't know if ice skating and roller skating are the same, but that's just what I went to because it'd be so cool to have some of those like moves in there that they can do, you know, like triple axel or whatever.
Yeah.
And just find someone that can act.
Yeah.
Naturally.
You solved your problem.
Get her a little acting coach. Get them a little acting coach. Prepare them for the role. I don't need that caliber all the time. What's she gonna do?
I don't know.
Sing your songs, girl. We know she got stamina because she's doing 3.5-hour shows, but it's just...
Well, she ain't doing much in those shows. Have you seen the choreography?
Well... All I know is that she does have a certain appeal.
Yes.
And I get that. But crossing over into other territory is an interesting choice.
Uh-huh. Even though I was very pleasantly surprised by Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk. And much as I can't stand her, Nicki Minaj actually did a really good job in whatever movie she was in. Get a rapper, actually. Let's go the rap lane.
There you go.
Actually makes a lot more sense because rapping is just kind of speaking, but you have to get the emotions out and everything. So it's very similar to dialogue and conveying something. Also, Megan Thee Stallion, queen of self-awareness. She loves to drink. She loves her tequila. She is coming out with a fucking tequila brand. This I can stand behind. Something she enjoys.
Yeah.
Not like those fucking Kardashians. It's like, oh, surprise, I'm having a tequila, which is horrible, by the way. Do not get 818 tequila. It tastes like just...
Whose is that? Do they even drink?
Kendall Jenner's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they even drink?
Yeah, a few of them do. Kim doesn't, really, I don't think. I think she's the only one that doesn't. The other ones do. I know Kylie does, because she's been to my old bar before. For a whopping, I think, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Just in time to slam a drink.
Literally had 2 shots of something and was surrounded by bodyguards and then left.
Yeah.
Before anyone could even like try to approach her. It was very weird.
Of course. What must that life be like though, where she would be mobbed?
Oh, 100%.
She just went up to a bar, took a shot.
Yeah. Maybe not. I mean, this is the same bar that I also had a shot and a drink with Rihanna, and it was just her and her friend on a random Wednesday night.
True enough. She probably didn't roll in with 5 bodyguards.
No, and make it a big spectacle. She came and just sat at the bar, of all places, not even a table, just at the bar.
Oh, I feel like that's the move. I love sitting at the bar.
Yes.
That's the move.
Who else did? Who the fuck was... What's that man's name? Fergie's ex-husband, Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel, hot ass
Yeah.
Josh Duhamel.
He used to come in a couple of times and just chill by himself at the bar.
Yeah.
So did Anthony Mackie when I told that story about he was an asshole to that one girl. Which again, I get, if you don't want to be bothered, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But it was actually him, Kenan Thompson, and someone else. It was 3 of them. They just came in, no bodyguards, and didn't really... A lot of people don't, especially here in this city, they don't really bother the celebrities too much.
That's true, but the tourists...
It's kind of like living in a zoo.
Yeah.
Like, you see the monkeys all the time. I don't really care about taking a picture with the monkeys.
True enough. Tourists definitely flip their wigs.
Yes.
Yeah. But what was that? He wouldn't, like, take a picture with somebody or something?
The girl asked me, because I was bartending for them, to ask him if he would just step outside and take a picture with her.
Oh,
I didn't even want to do it because she didn't want to approach him. He was very, very nice about it. And he's like, no, I'm not working. 10 minutes later, some hot busty girls pop up, approach him, and he's taking all the selfies in the world and chatting them up. And it's like,
all right.
Okay, I thought you weren't working. No, you're on the back of the clock now? Someone yell action somewhere? Falcon? Dick. Don't like that man ever since. And I don't like rude celebrities. I've encountered so many nice ones.
Right.
That when
there are
see,
a lot of really nice.
And when I see someone being a rude one, I'm just like...
Why?
Or don't say one thing and then be a slap in the face. Because the girl was still sitting at the bar. That's what I felt really bad about. I'm like, so now she probably feels self-conscious about herself.
Yeah.
Because she was like a little overweight and just like kind of plain looking, which is nothing wrong with that. But then here come the strippers from fucking the body shop across the street. He's all fine taking pictures with them. Mess.
Of course. I mean, speaking of mess, that Captain America movie. No Bucky.
Right? Like,
fail.
I mean,
took us on a ride with Captain America for 10 years.
Yes.
Let it fucking die. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't think I ever finished that show either.
No, me either.
Very forgettable.
Yeah.
It's quite a wave of
the movie got pushed back.
Yeah.
But now everyone knows who the characters are because they couldn't stop McDonald's from putting out the toys overseas. So there goes all the spoilers for the characters they were going to drop.
Good luck with all that.
I will not be watching.
Yeah. Despite the fact that we just got our AMC passes.
Right.
Oh my God. Speaking of jerk celebrities, country singer Zach Brown.
Who?
He's a country singer.
I've never heard the men in my life.
Remember, just because you're unaware of them.
Very true.
He and his wife are getting a divorce. He has now filed a lawsuit against her for an Instagram post.
What?
Arguing,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Arguing that what she put online has tarnished his public image. Meanwhile, all she posted online was a poem that did not name him in any way.
My! So he's just telling himself, a hit dog will holler, a hit dog will holler.
And I think most people would have just ignored this because who the hell is following Kelly Yazdi?
Right.
I'm sure she has like 500,000 followers or whatever, but like why would I be hearing about this? Unless someone tells on themselves, and it becomes a trending topic. I feel like sometimes you should just let shit slide, because the Streisand effect is a well-known,
absolutely
scientific fact.
I love that she went through all that just to have a term named after her. Oh, that lady! I cannot. Well, speaking of online postings and things of that nature, guess who's been under fire this week? You'll never guess it. Angry Birds.
What?
Because the Angry Birds official Twitter ended up liking and reposting, and I'm sure firing that social media manager that day, this tweet that someone said, brace up, it's a wild ride. This person added the Angry Birds account and said, I used to jerk off to Angry Birds. When I was about 13, I loved Angry Birds. I had every game and bought every toy they had. One day I was playing Angry Birds when all of a sudden the big red bird turned me on. I couldn't stand it. I was going crazy. I decided to pull it out.
What?
Yes. First of all, what the fuck is it? I'm not one to kink shame, but I'm shaming. And then so they had to have a follow-up tweet.
Y'all are weird.
So they sincerely apologize for an unfortunate incident that occurred on our account. Recently, an inappropriate post was accidentally reposted from the account. This was a genuine mistake, and we deeply regret any harm it may have caused. I mean,
it asks you, do you
yes,
to
sure does
perform this action? You are well aware.
And meanwhile, I mean, they have a couple points above the Duolingo Twitter to remind you of this situation that is still up. Someone posted a video of Katy Perry getting slimed at the MTV Kids' Choice Awards, like they always do.
Yeah.
And it was the one that's a meme now where she opens up, because normally the slime comes from down below or like up above and just crashes down. This one, she opened up a box and it just shot her. And the Duolingo is a green bird logo. And the Duolingo Twitter, and again, it's still there to this day, because I checked this morning, they said, wait, is that my ...
No. Well, now the two accounts have to fight it out for who can get away with.
They never apologized. The shit's still there to this day, and this was like years ago.
I can only imagine the comments.
It's just a mess.
Oh.
I have some good news, though.
Good news.
Yes, we are T-minus 5 months before Kevin Federline loses fucking child support for one of the kids. And then next year, because they are Irish twins, he will be completely cut off from all of her finances. Because them kids are going to be grown. Mm-hmm. Also, how old does that make you feel?
Considering that I was reporting at the time.
Oh my God.
On the birth of those children. Yeah.
Also, if you want to feel even older, Eminem just walked his daughter down the aisle. And she's almost 30 years old.
I thought you said this was good news.
I mean, it was good news about Britney, getting some money freed up.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Just little reminders. It does not get better.
We really shouldn't have watched that damn movie the other day, because now I'm depressed.
I did like that film we're talking about. I saw the TV Glow. I liked it. I just thought it was sad.
It was sad. It was just bleh to me.
I thought it was good. The acting was really intense.
Yeah, acting was very good. It was beautifully shot. Very pretty movie. It was very depressing.
Yeah.
But also, it was not how it was pitched.
That was sort of the gag.
Yeah.
Was the marketing for
and
the
I
film.
like a twist, but this wasn't even a twist. It was more of like it kept you waiting for some of the genres it was claiming to be to happen, and it just wasn't it.
Right. It was inspired by.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad we're going to be seeing a lot more movies. That's all.
Exactly. I just saw one before the show, actually.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
you
great.
said you really liked it.
Yes, I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and oh my God, if you're just tuning in and getting to know me, I don't have an attention span, and I don't like watching movies, especially long ones, because I end up bored as fuck, and usually 30, 45 minutes can be cut out, and not the case with this one. It was beautifully acted, amazing CGI, and if you're just tuning in, I hate CGI in most cases, because it's like a fucking video game.
Yeah.
But it was all so well done, and the story was great and compelling. The action was awesome. The twists were great. It even set up for another one, which of course I was expecting that to happen. Yeah. But also I went in blindly not knowing what it was about besides what the original Planet of the Apes was about,
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen a reboot since the reboot.
It's Earth.
And I don't remember, and I don't remember what the fuck even happened in that movie, honestly. But this was so good. Only one human character.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, for most, except for a few extras in like one scene.
Yeah.
And then a few more extras at the very last few. 2 minutes that were teasing a sequel.
I wasn't sure if you could jump into that one. I'm definitely seeing Furiosa this weekend, which I think you could jump into because it is the prequel to the Mad Max, so it tells her whole story.
Wait, so is she playing young Charlize Theron?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
And I would say if you're, because I want to go see that, but I just recently rewatched that Mad Max Fury Road. Fucking good. It's actually really fucking good. The second time through I watched it, I was actually picking up more of themes because it is very fast paced. Like I told you,
right up my alley.
Basically, they're like, and go.
No build up, no exposition, just bam.
No, you learn characters' names because people are yelling at them because they're already mad. Like, no shit. Okay,
my kind of movie.
Wow,
sold.
We started off out the gate. But it really was well done, and then second time seeing it, I really saw some of those themes and how, there are some fan theories about how actually different characters represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and all this stuff. But it's really just really, really well done in the art direction and the costuming and the way, everybody looks. It's just top-notch, popcorn fare, but also had some really compelling elements that I think you could still, I'm a very literal person. I'm not always good at understanding Dune is really about the oil industry. I don't necessarily see those things.
Like, just give it to me straight.
When I watch the movie, I got to think about it, or I got to read stuff about it. It just doesn't always occur to me. I'm just very literal. I would take the story at face value. This is what happened. But rewatching something, you do pick up more of those themes. You're like, oh yeah, I do kind of see this thematic, whatever. We're just so funny because when I write, all I think about is themes.
Yes,
that's all. Because
that's different,
drives, right? But that's what's driving the characters, and that's what's driving the stories, and that's So yeah, that's so weird that I'm
don't catch those things.
So literal when I watch something or I consume media, but yeah, when I'm creating something or writing something, I'm very much thinking a bigger thematic idea. We ripped through it this week.
I know.
All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.